Hi children, good afternoon everybody. I welcome all of you to our new session of IT class. The first lesson is the world of designing. Here just a paragraph, sorry not an advertisement is given here, just I am reading it. We solicit logos to be used in the banner of a new coffee shop to be opened by Kudumbashree soon. Images in SVG format should be sent before July 15 to the following email. Images in SVG format should be sent before July 15th. That is the advertisement. Why the Kudumbashree given such an advertisement should be in SVG format? Let us just make a comparison between the different image formats. Can you say the different image formats? JPG, PNG, BMP, TIFF, GIF, SVG, etc. are image formats. Here, what's the difference between these images or these image formats? Yes, we can classify the images into two types. One is raster images and the other one is vector images. So we have to find the difference between these raster images and vector images. That is, here let us examine two types of image files. The one is honey.png and the other is honey.svg. These two files are available in our school resources of class 10. Okay. Then you just zoom the images or the image honey.svg and honey.png. Then find out what are the changes happening there when we zoom the images. What's the change when we zoom a PNG file and what's the change when we zoom an SVG file? Here we could find when we zoom the PNG files, the clarity of that image will lose and the clarity of the SVG file will sustain. Means it keeps its clarity. Why it's happened? Here, the raster files or PNG files are doing, or when we create a raster file, we are defining the x-axis and y-axis of that canvas. Means we give the correct measurement of the canvas in pixels and doing the work. When we zoom that image or for example in GIMP we are firstly creating a canvas and we are making an image, then we are exporting that into PNG format. Okay, then after exporting it, zoom the image. Then what's happening there? Here the clarity or it will zoom based on the neighboring pixels. Means it is taking the neighboring pixel and enlarging it. Means the clarity will reduce. But in the case of vector images, we said the clarity will sustain, means it will not lose. Zoom the image. Then check what's happening there. The clarity is not losing. Clarity is not losing. Why? Because when we zoom the image, it will automatically add more features to that. It will add more features to that, and this is the reason to sustain the clarity. Okay, and one more point you note down. When we create a vector image, that time we are not giving the limit of that screen. We are giving the starting and ending point of that image only. That may be a geographic or geometric figure. That may be a geometric figure like a triangle or a square or a curve or a straight line, like that. So it has the limit ending point only. So when we zoom the image, there is no limit of canvas, but when we zoom the image, the features could be added to it and the clarity of the image will sustain. These are the two main points relating this raster images and vector images. One point you note down, when we zoom a raster image, the clarity of the image will lose. And when we zoom a vector image, the clarity will sustain. Okay, and what are the different softwares we can create raster images and vector images? For raster images, one of the important software is our GIMP, that is image editing software. Okay, and for the vector images, Inkscape, LibreOffice Draw, Carbon, Adobe Illustrator, CorelDRAW, etc. But all these softwares are not in our free software. In our free software, two softwares only for creating a vector graphics, that is Inkscape and LibreOffice Draw. Means two softwares are in free software to create vector graphics. They are Inkscape and LibreOffice Draw. And can we make the raster file to vector file, or can we create a vector file to raster file? Yes, sure. We can export the images to raster or vector. Okay. Then today our session is over. I think you could understand. What is a raster file and vector file, and the reason for giving such an advertisement. Because raster file will lose its clarity, and if it is an SVG file, it will not lose its clarity. clarity. That is why the advertisement given in such a way. Okay, bye.